the night. Looking back on my childhood, I deeply appreciate the place I grew up in. I lived in a small rural town where everyone knew each other. The town was nestled amidst a forest, and it was home to all sorts of creatures that came with it. One of my responsibilities was feeding the dog every evening after dinner. This routine seemed simple enough: go to the dog's pen, retrieve the dish, take it to the garage to fill it, and then return it to the pen. During the summer, with long sunlit evenings, the task was manageable. But in the winter, when darkness fell early, it became a source of terror. What made the job so frightening, you ask? We lived in a rural area, and the dog pen sat a daunting 20 yards away from the house. The only light came from the house itself, casting a dim glow that barely reached the gate of the pen. Beyond that, the night swallowed everything in blackness, and the surrounding forest seemed alive with hidden eyes. I was convinced something was out there, watching, waiting for the right moment to grab me. Every night, I would sprint from the house, fling open the chain-link pen door, and hurl the dog dish inside. My dog would watch the spectacle with an amused expression, as if questioning my sanity. On especially anxious nights, I begged my parents or my brother to take over the chore, but no one ever obliged. It was always up to me, a nightly test of courage I couldn't escape. Most evenings, I would stand inside the house, gripping the handle of the sliding glass door, summoning every ounce of bravery to venture outside to retrieve the empty dish. The return trip was just as harrowing, requiring me to return the filled dish back to its spot. The whole ordeal was a race against an imagined presence, a shadowy figure I felt but never saw. I told myself it might just be a deer or a coyote, but the fear in my chest whispered of something far more sinister. Whatever it was, real or imagined, it heightened the dread of my nightly ritual, making it feel like a perilous adventure. Even now, as an adult, I can still feel the cold sweat on my palms and hear the pounding of my heart as I face that darkness. The memory of those winter nights lingers, a vivid reminder of childhood fears. I often wonder if it was all in my head, my imagination fueled by stories of monsters and creatures lurking in the woods. But part of me still questions, what if there really was something out there? Even in my adulthood, that thought has never quite let go. And every so often, when I walk outside at night, I catch myself looking over my shoulder, expecting to see a shadowy figure slip silently into the darkness. The fear never truly disappears, it just lies in wait, buried beneath the surface, ready to remind me of the small, terrified child I once was.